家，我是 Cupy 呆丸雅婷，今天要来介绍我在纽西兰的第2个家 Roxburgh。
好吃，
好吃。
可以先抓着啦。
Nobody else.
That's the register from the 20s to the 1950s. These Blanchards, they had it the longest, and if Pat and I stay for 3 more years, we'll match, or we'll beat them probably. So that was burning in the town dump. And so the Governor General stayed here. Oh, there it is. Sir Bernard Freyberg, Victoria Cross, and he led the New Zealand troops in World War II. So there's all the early photos from right at the start, and then about 15 years later when the cars came out. And there's her plans from the Mason and Wales in Dunedin with her signature. All the plans. And the best, I think the funniest bit of all is her original ad, which is quite fantastic. It's best accommodation for travellers and boarders. Hot and cold shower baths. She wasn't big, but she was a very significant person. That hat and dress are in the museum.
Yeah, I wonder.
Yeah, and that's her second husband there. By the time she got to buying this, he was gone. And she was probably about 63. And she lived to 98 and died in 1933. One last thing, just here. This was called the coaching room.
Yeah, I love this room.
I call it the ladies' bar, but it's just they did this when they did that big dining room. They made this into like a little bar, but the big door originally was called the coach room. So people coming off the horses and coaches came in this big door, and they probably took off big coats. It wasn't an office, but it would be where the stuff was ready. People would come and get dressed up, ready to go 2 days to Dunedin freezing. So, and there's Queenstown as it used to be. Look, nothing over there. That's all full of stuff. That's how I remember it. So Mr. Byton that built this building, that was the entrance for Mr. Byton's shops. So there was 2 shops, and then Mrs. Heron, who built this, she was only 22, and they came from Christchurch, probably walking or whatever, down to Timaru, and Timaru was about that big. It was called Timaru Roadstead. It might have had 1 boarding house or something. And her young husband, he was 27, and 2 other boys from the same town on coastal England swam out into the Pacific to help people in trouble of the boat. And they all drowned. So she was a widow about 22 or 23. And then she married that old whiskery man, Mr. Heron. She never had any children. And that's how she came to the goldfields. There was a wooden hotel over there they had. That was the first commercial. In the year 1900, she was a widow by now. She was in her 60s. And this came up for sale, this building here. And she bought it for £1,000. That's that's like $1 million today. Look, huge amount of money. Before that, in her 40s and 50s, went there when she was married. She was the only woman on the goldfields, and her cottage is on the side of Lake Roxburgh, and it's been docked. Department of Conservation have done it up, so she's really quite famous. And this was made into a dining room about 52 years ago. And some very clever man did that. That's very accurate. Alexandra Lake Roxburgh, the other side, Ettrick, Miller's Flat. That's one of our Chinese girls, Raoshu, last year.
Raoshu.
She crashed here on that sharp. She crashed there, she came down too fast. Actually, the policeman phoned me later, and I went to the police station to help her. Either there or there is where the stairs would have been down into the basement. So that's that big basement is coming right up here, right through the whole building that they built, right to here. That's how big the basement is. But I'll just show you here. Sneak in here and I'll show you something. See, it's so cool, like 100 years ago, or even when Mrs. Heron started. See this meat hook? One there and there's another meat hook. That's where they hung the meat. It would be like in a refrigerator, and instead of lasting 2 days, it would last for a week. There was wee stairs straight up into the kitchen, but yeah, they would have been up and down here all the time, just bringing stuff back to keep it cool. And Gurnley's door, and it was the bathroom.
bathroom.
No, the door was just the door.
Oh.
So just the door. So I covered bath and put 5 there. People have changed a lot. In those original plans, there's only like 2 or 3 toilets. The diet would be different. These days we're all eating so much, going to the toilet, having showers. They hardly, it's hard to explain, but I remember as a kid, it was just a shower was like a luxury. This was the lounge, okay, lounge, and that's another beautiful calorie holder. And this was the staff room. Safe travel, look after yourself, look after New Zealand, and come back and see Pa in May or sometime with your children.
Yeah, maybe no children, but yeah, sometimes. Yeah, and welcome to Taiwan.
Yes, that's what I should do, is go to Taiwan. So I'll give you a kiss on right on top of your head. My little daughter. Okay.
我上个礼拜来买了一条项链在这里，今天要来跟老板说再见，然后可能会再买一张卡片。Everything today, so I'm almost a singer. Oh, really? Yeah, and
Excellent. So it's done its job then. Very nice.
And I want to buy a postcard for my friend. I would recommend anything like which one is your favorite?
I wanna get.
This is for you, yes?
Oh,
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
aw.
I won't keep it. I don't want to send it to my friend. Yeah, because I think Roxburgh is like my second home.
Right. Yes.
What do you think about Roxburgh?
Roxburgh.
Yeah.
Well, we moved here about 4 years ago from Dunedin. And it's just a different pace of life. It's just nice weather, nice people, just a very peaceful, calm way to live.
So you prefer Roxburgh than Dunedin?
Yeah,
Ah.
definitely. Yeah, it's a really nice lifestyle.
Yeah, it's very chill. So is there like any place you recommend to go if people come to Roxburgh?
No, it's just come and stay for a while because you don't really appreciate it when you just come and pass through and stay for half an hour. So you have to, stay for a couple of days. Yeah, you really get to know the people.
Thank you. Will you come to Taiwan someday?
Would be nice. Yes, we've got a lot of places that we want to go to. Yes,
Yeah.
haven't considered Taiwan actually. Yeah,
maybe
it
next
must be a very interesting place though.
Yes, I think you will like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to Taiwan.
All right. Yes.
I will show later on this place. Yeah.
Forfar Road，它外面有一台超可爱的摩托车，我一直很想进来，但今天新年第一天，终于有机会进来。然后里面有很多很漂亮的艺术品，还有黄色小鸭，但应该就是会一直换。而且它的介绍都是手写的，很有味道。 刚刚在这边看到很多古董指南针，不知道有没有古董爱好者可以来这边挖宝。而且我刚刚看到还有这个验证是真品，然后这个是一艘船。那我刚刚本来是有点想买一个刚刚看到的 Greenstone 爱心，因为我昨天失恋，想说买一个爱心送自己，而且情人节快到了，我的天哪！这是今天的我。然后还有中国的陶俑我觉得这个置物柜也很可爱，它里面就有不同的东西。不知道这是什么。很漂亮的明信片，飞机造型的时钟，又是我。好啦，就介绍到这边。我觉得 Roxburgh 是一个非常非常可爱的小镇，如果大家有机会经过的话，可以在附近的店面逛逛，然后感受一下这边悠闲的氛围。那我们下次见。我刚刚买了这个项链，然后他说这个是只有 South Otago.
South Otago, yes.
Yeah. So why this is pink?
It's a stone called rhodonite. It's only found in South Otago because it's got a high content of manganese in the stone, which changes the colour from greenstone to this very bright pink.
Is there any meaning of this stone?
Yes, there is. Yeah.
What's the meaning of? Oh, cool. yeah, I broke out yesterday, so I need an emotion healing. Maybe that's why I choose this one
Maybe
instead of.
Yes.
Oh, very cool. May I ask? There's a machine. I was wondering what that is. This one.
Way back before you were born. Before any of this is what was used to edit video film.
I think so too. It looks like something about movie.
Yes. Yeah. So when you take the old films on tapes like this,
Wow.
you'd use this to edit, to cut pieces out that you didn't want.
Oh,
Yeah.
very cool. You also sell this?
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Hey, I'll be back.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, girls.
Yeah, that's interesting.
我爱你，我爱你。It says I love you. 啊，我爱你，我爱你，我爱你。